Hello, hello. I'm doing this. Hello, good evening. I'm doing this video just to say why I think radio stations should use WhatsApp, Twitter, and Instagram. I feel radio stations should use Twitter, WhatsApp, and Instagram because, first of all, first of all, yeah, it's yeah. First of all, you can still get involved with the show. Secondly, it's like it's charging people too much. Like you're asking people to send a text message. And listen, I appreciate what you do. I appreciate what the radio stations do. Capital Extra, Radio 1, Radio 1 Extra. Listen, I appreciate what they do. I appreciate it. And listen, I don't dislike the radio stations. That's not what I'm trying to say here. You know, what I'm trying to say is I think that there's a better way of interacting. So then everyone that sends a message, yeah, you're charging them. It's like you're charging them. Our people supposed to. Do you know what I mean? You're putting people in a difficult position. Like for me, for instance, I've had to go away from what I love doing. I've had to go away from it because my bill was too high. My bill was so high, and I ran out of money. It was so high. Yeah, I think that there's a better way that you can interact. But I think that as much as people may want to text, and I appreciate what you do. I've said before, listen, I appreciate what you do, but this text line ain't working. Listen, it ain't working. It does not work. You're charging people every time you send a text message. So for me, I would use WhatsApp and Instagram. Why not have a WhatsApp? Set a WhatsApp up. Do what Radio 1 Extra have done. Get rid of the 81. Get rid of the 81636. Get rid of the 88111. Get rid of 81199. Get rid of 82222. Heart. Get rid of that. Get rid of the text line. Just get rid of it. And 0500 909 693 and TalkSport. Get rid of these text numbers. It's just, for me, get rid of it. For me, it has to be get rid. Get rid and use some common sense. Have some common sense and use Twitter, WhatsApp, and Instagram. And that way, I guarantee you can listen. The music can stay, everything can stay the same, but just don't have a text line. Don't have these text numbers. Don't ask people to send. And also the text line for Radio 2 and Asian Network. Don't ask people to text these numbers. Because first of all, you're ripping people off here. You're ripping people off. And I get and also 81133, Radio Sheffield. Get rid of the text line. For me, let's get rid of the text line. Get rid of it and start using premiums that are free, rather than asking people to send a text to your radio station. I mean, the radio stations are not the same. They're not the same. Listen, they're not the same numbers, but you know what I mean. Just I think that we need to get rid of these text lines. For me, it needs to go, and we need to have WhatsApp, Instagram, and Twitter. And I think, personally, this is the best way of communicating. So, do the right thing. Think about it. Do the right thing. Get rid of get rid of the text get rid of the text numbers. And don't have a text number. Like, still be on there. Still be on air when you want to be on air, or when your time slot is. But rather than using the text line, just use WhatsApp, Instagram, and Twitter. That, for me, no problem. I guarantee you still get the same amount of shout-outs. You can still do the shout-outs. But this is the most sensible. This will be the most sensible option rather than the text line.